Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse here, aka BGFH, and I am back for a game that I've talked about a fair few times. I guess one nice thing about, recent months, the game releases have been a little bit slow, so aside from a few big ones, I've been getting to go through my backlog again and just play some old favorites, and so that's why we're going to take a look at the original Max Payne from Remedy Entertainment. Remedy, these guys, way back on the channel, I covered Alan Wake, which came out in 2010-ish, I think. I covered that in an earlier video on the channel. And this was Remedy's, really their first game. This was back when it was like gathering of developers around 2000, 2001, where they had this group of developers that were getting together and trying to basically make big budget PC games and stuff like that. You had like 3D Realms and Remedy, and I can't even remember. There was a fair few of them in there, but yeah, Max Payne. You know, I played a little bit of this last night as I'm recording this, and it's still a really cool game. Came out in 2001. I remember being so hyped for this game. Just seeing it, The Matrix had come out in '99. Everyone was going crazy for the whole bullet time thing with Neo and all that. And Max Payne was really the first game that really capitalized on that. You have these slow-mo dives and you're John Wooing your play, around everywhere. And it was really cool. They even made mods for it where they basically made it like the Kung Fu mod where it was just like no weapons, just beat the living crap out of each other. Which I never really did get into, but might be something I might look into at some point because it sounds fun. Max Payne is a third-person action, just third-person shooter, basically. Kind of got this noir detective cop guy, Max Payne there on the right, and yeah, some bad stuff happens to him, let's just say, and it's just a really cool game, so let's just dive into it. Before I go any further, I will say this is the Steam version. If you are trying to play this on a modern system, you may have to do a little bit of work to get it running correctly. I installed this thinking, this should be fine. And the vanilla Steam install will run, but especially what I noticed immediately is you may have the problem where pretty much half the sounds don't work. The music and a lot of the cutscene dialogue, it's just not there. I'm like, what the heck? So basically, just go to Google and type in like Max Payne audio fix or Max Payne sound fix. And there's a guy who basically made this really neat little installer that you can run that not only fixes some audio issues, but a couple of other bugs, adds some better widescreen support, and a few other little bits and bobs. And so now as you hear the music, it runs pretty much great. So just a disclaimer that you may have to do an extra step or two to get this thing, the presentation running correctly on your machine. So just a word of warning for that. I guess it's something with the way that audio and video for this game works. This was back when 98 and XP were out, and so I guess it does some things a little bit differently. One thing I did want to show you before I get into the game, you got our menu here with, with this, it used to be full screen, but the menus are actually, you see the screen is a little bit smaller. It's not full screen basically because of the resolution. The game will be, but the menus and loading screens will be a little bit smaller. But even so, the print is actually quite large. Contrast is good. More importantly, if I go into, let's say, controls, you do have 3 mappable controls, but everything in here, look at that. Look at how nice and large those letters are. I would kill for games to be like this, and I thought, I'm running this at 1080p, so, it's not like I'm running at a super low resolution to keep this text large. This font scaling is beautiful. Like, I can just sit there and look at, and these are what all these controls are. So, huge kudos to them for doing that, because that just made it a lot easier. So we're going to do a new game just because I want you to see how the game starts, and just, instead of just diving into the middle of the story, I might load toward the end of the video. I might show you a little bit of the level that I'm on right now. But let's just do a new game, and all the other difficulties are grayed out, except for our default one. Max Payne. And it kind of starts as a flashback. This whole game kind of is like this flashback.
Stand by 1010, investigate a reported disturbance at Acer Plaza.
10-4 dispatcher, verify address.
It's Acer Plaza, repeat, Acer Plaza.
Shots fired on the rooftop. An assault in progress at Acer Plaza. Repeat, an assault in progress. It's a war zone down here. 1085 dispatcher, need additional units. Additional units now. Officer in danger. Officer in danger.
10-5, please repeat, 10-5, all units, emergency. Officer in danger, Acer Plaza, repeat, Acer Plaza, all units.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger.
And there's Max.
And then it was over. To make any kind of sense of it, I need to go back 3 years.
These comic book scenes
back to
are
the
really
night
cool.
the pain started.
The cutscenes. They fit with the style of the game quite a bit, actually. So that's how, instead of real cutscenes, there's a little bit of, like, at the beginning and end of a level, you get a very short in-game cutscene, but most of them, even in the game when you walk up and do certain activities, you get these little comic book panels, and I love that they're fully narrated, and the presentation of this game was, even back in the day, it was just really cool, and I think still holds up really, really well today. So we're going to load. We're just letting it... Here we go.
I was still on the force back then. NYPD, Manhattan, Midtown North Precinct, Hell's Kitchen.
So when are you coming to work for me, Detective Payne?
You'd make me work undercover in some hellhole. Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first. See? My last smoke. It's bad for the baby.
That's you, Max. A regular Boy Scout.
See, Alex.
Still on for poker Thursday night, right?
Like taking candy from a baby. Life was good. Sun setting on a sweet summer's day. Smell of freshly mowed lawns. The sounds of children playing. A house across the river on the Jersey side. Beautiful wife and a baby girl. The American dream come true. Honey, I'm home. But dreams have a nasty habit of going bad when you're not looking.
All right. So yeah,
The sun went down with practiced bravado. Twilight crawled across the sky, laden with foreboding.
Yeah, the whole narration, it's like this kind of old school
Michelle, honey, anybody home?
noir.
I didn't like the way the show started. They'd give me the best seat in the house, front row center.
Noir presentation with the whole like narration, hard-boiled detective. Even like one of the difficulty settings was hard-boiled. But yeah, so it's just got
What the
that
hell?
whole noir kind of a thing. So we come home, got our suit on, coming home, things are not looking too good. He's got a bad feeling. All right, flashbacks. And the little exclamation tells you there's something to interact with.
Listen, someone's broken into my house. Call 911.
Is this the Payne residence?
Yes, someone's broken into my house. They're still here. You have to...
Good. I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Who is this? Hello?
Okay, so now we have the ability, now we basically have our gun out, because he's like, oh, okay, something's kind of messed up here. And like this game, like I said, I was really looking forward to this. This was when I got my Voodoo 3, I think. I got basically a new video card, largely for this game. I remember there was this 3D Mark program that still exists today, where basically, it gives you a graphical score of what your system is, processor, RAM, but mainly graphics. And they had this whole scene of it in that version where they basically recreated kind of the lobby scene from The Matrix with Max Payne, and I'm like, oh my god, this looks so cool, I gotta play this. And I remember that was when I got my AMD Athlon computer back in the day. Had that thing built, put my Voodoo 3 in there, and yeah, so a nice little small house, but yeah, not too bad. Little living room there, tiny. God, remember those tiny TVs? God, those are old CRTs. Man, I remember those. Fireplace we had upstairs.
Michelle!
Okay. Alright. Definitely something bad going on here.
Freeze! NYPD, drop it! Coming!
Okay, we shoot that guy.
No, please, God, no.
The little... Can't go in there.
The flesh of fallen angels.
Kill him. And in most of the battles, they always do that slow-mo.
No, God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
And when you take him out. Yeah, come home, wife and kid murdered due to his undercover work. Oof.
No!
That was 3 years ago. Everything ripped apart in a New York minute. The killer junkies had been high on a previously unknown designer drug, Valkyr, V. After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA. It took us 3 long years to get a break in the Valkyr case. Then, finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, a mob boss in the Punchinello crime family, was trafficking. I went undercover, infiltrated the worst mafia family in New York.
And there's your intro, so we get our new loading screen. Now where the game is going to start proper. But kind of your playable prologue sort of a thing to set everything, set the story up and that. And like I said, this was just a really effective, really cool, and just, kind of a brutal intro. And, I was thinking about this when I was playing it again last night. I'm like, yeah, it's not quite as harsh. It's really bad, but it kind of reminds me of The Last of Us, the way that game starts. And, I
came in from the cold and the dark. Outside the city was a cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way from the small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug. Alex and BB were my only contacts in the DEA, the only ones in this decrepit city who knew I was down here.
BB here. Something urgent has come up with Jack Lupino. You need to meet with Alex immediately at the Roscoe Street station.
I hadn't had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover. Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was colder than the devil's heart, raining ice pitchforks as if the heavens were ready to fall. Everyone was running for shelter like there was no tomorrow. It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this.
The narration can be a little bit cheesy.
My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride.
I like it.
Next stop, Roscoe Street Station. And Alex.
It's like, he's like super, it's super serious. It's like they're trying way too hard, but I kind of dig it. Okay, we get out of the subway. Nobody's here.
The station was drenched in gloom. Alex was a ghost, nowhere to be seen. I'd have to look for him.
And... yep, silent there. Let's head over to this door. Oh, trail of blood. That can only be good. And dead cop.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
Alright, so before we go, let's stock up a little bit. We can get a few items here. open up these. Got to look for cabinets and lockers and different things like that, because they will contain supplies usually. So you definitely want to look for those. In the lower left, the health is a little bit different in this game. I mean, it's health, but it's represented differently. You see the little person icon there in the lower left. I'm full health right now, so it's fine. But as you get hit, you'll see it'll fill up, like it'll get darker. And that tells you basically how much, and when it goes up all the way to your head, you're toast.
The pills would ease the pain.
So we got our pills, and that's what we're going to use in order to heal ourselves. And I kind of take the game slowly a little bit, just because if you walk up on other guards and stuff, other enemies, you'll often hear them say some pretty either funny or just amusing or kind of plot-related stuff. So let's just walk out a little bit.
Wasn't Jake supposed to take care of this?
He and Mickey are having too much fun taking care of the cop up there. What's the plan?
Simple. Gun down every mother-loving bastard that gets off the train.
Sweet. Didn't the train go already?
No idea. Let's just wait and see.
Okay, well, wait it is. Hey, buddy. We'll dive. I can dive any direction, forward, back, left, or right. And there we go. You kill the last one in a group, and then you'll get that little slow-mo little view. Again, going for your Matrix, John Woo action movie, Hong Kong action movie style. So we killed those guys. Basically what I can do is if I hit the right mouse button, I can just slow time in general. And then everything that I do is super slow. Or I can hit a direction and my right mouse button, and then I'll dive in that direction. And until I land, I basically have slow-mo, and I can just shoot enemies. The main little complaint that I have is I wish that crosshair, I wish that dot was a little bit bigger, or I could change it to like a crosshair, because especially in some environments that are a lot lighter or more detailed, it can be a little bit, especially you got to be pretty accurate in this. You got to get right on them, and it can be a little bit hard to, with a low vision, to actually get it, or I'll lose track.
Yeah, he's dead, all right.
Of the crosshair. What's that?
Yo!
Bink! And they're dead. Alright. Collect my ammo here, reload.
Yo guys, hey, we're getting around. You hear me?
Sure do.
Hey, yeah.
I just love doing that dive. Yeah, I kind of wish that the crosshair was just a little bit easier to see, or the little laser pointer. Okay, head down to our other subway. Here we go. And you're dead. Thank you, sir. I'll take your shotgun if you don't mind. And, yeah, let's use the shotgun. So, we need to go in there eventually, but I happen to know... Well, I'll just do it so you can...
The security panel let out a mocking cackle. I'd need the right code.
Okay, we got a couple more dudes down here, I think.
What was that?
It's nothing. Relax.
Nothing at all.
Hey, yeah.
Okay, one guy... Oh, ow! Dick. Okay, got that guy. Oh, where'd you come from? Okay, hold on. Whee! That never gets old. That's always fun. Now, is there another guy back here? Was that everybody? Okay. So we got all those. Let's go in here because I think there's another pills thing over here. So you see, I got hit a little bit. So now... And that one shotgun blast, shotguns hurt, even on default difficulty, man. I'm about half health, because it's about waist high. So I could hit a painkiller. There we go. And using them doesn't really give you a whole lot back, so you you really do want to do this just right. You know, it's I save often in this game. I will save often because it's super easy. Either if you die, you can end up diving into a bullet. Things can go wrong super quick.
While looking for Alex, I had ended up in the middle of a big-time crime operation.
Okay, so I happen to know that we need to go this way. There's a guy we're gonna rescue.
Kiss it good.
What's that? Wee!
You saved me, man.
What's going on here?
A massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure, sounds good. Follow me.
Okay, let's get our lockers here. Make sure that we can get everything that we can. Alright. Alrighty, so we rescue that guy, get him up to the control room here. That was back where our code is. Security guard's gonna know the way. Come on, dude. Hurry up.
Home free. This way.
Look out!
Or not. Yeah, they smoked him. So much for our buddy that we just rescued. I'm gonna save it just because I don't want to screw it up. Because like I said, a room of 3 or 4 guys can just devastate you. It can just destroy you. So we're gonna go in here. Ow! Ass. Damn right, come here. Okay, we got one more guy to the right here. We're gonna... Whee! 4 of them. Oh, yep, land on the... Oh, come on, physics. Didn't have ragdoll physics yet. Had pre-canned animations. He should have been just smacked on top of that keyboard or in that... Well, wow, yeah, he's... I don't think that's the proper way to sit on that chair, sir. That's pretty funny, actually. That's pretty good. Alright, so I got hit, I think, once, and again, I'm basically 2/3 of the way dead. Now we're about to waist high again. And you see the little number to the right there. I only have 1 pill. We can get a couple here, I think. 1 or 2. Okay, and now we're back up to 5. Alright, cool. So let's hit our switch.
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. The power was back on.
Alright, so there was a little gate that we couldn't open, and basically we're going to use a train as a battering ram to get into where we need to be. So we're going to go back down to kind of where we were. Oh, can't do that. Open that up real fast. But what really sold me on this, the action was pretty fun, but I really enjoyed the presentation. I really enjoyed like the narration, even from an accessibility perspective. Like, I'm glad, like, even looking at letters in the environment or notes or something, like you get those little comic book cutscenes and they're narrated, and just so much in this game. Like, games weren't fully voice acted back then. I mean, you had some voice acting here and there, like RPGs had major cutscenes and stuff like that, but this was before they really started doing that a lot. And so even for accessibility and immersion, I loved it. So I'll play through probably a good chunk of this level, and then I can I'll show you a little bit of where I left off in the game, because that one, if I remember correctly, I had a little bit of trouble because of some of the graphic
So much
effects.
for being subtle.
And we're definitely going to save it again, because yeah, I could easily screw up here. Actually, let's use this rapid fire gun. Yep, see, look at that. I just showed you. I dove forward and just instantly dead. Do I have any? No, I don't have any grenades yet. Okay. Kill these guys! Let's pop some more pills. Not done yet? Good lord. Alright. Yeah, that shotgun, man. You get hit with one of those blasts. I mean, I know it's a shotgun. Obviously, it's going to hurt like hell, but yeah, you're going to feel it in this one. Alright. Oh, okay, there's the end of the level. Okay. So, beginning levels are pretty short, but it'd be kind of cool to see a remaster of this, like just like a true HD version, maybe get rid of some of the loading times and stuff, especially in the levels that are like the last one and this one, they're just sequentially together. This picks up right where we were.
The rusty door led to an abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down in Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was going to find out.
Okay, we'll do a quick save again. There we go. I happen to know there'll be a couple of dudes around here pretty soon. Gonna go around this way. Whee! Alright, spin around and kill them all. Okay, let's get the old shotgun out.
What the?
What the indeed? Ah! A little dark down here. What the hell are you? Oh, God! Now you're dead. Yep, spin around. Matrix that. Okay. Obligatory sewers. Gotta have a sewer level in a video game. And yeah, let's pop a pill.
Now that's spooky. Jack Capino, yeah, spooky. But also, it's like the failure count is rising. I wouldn't joke about it if I was you.
The station's not secured. Someone decided to play hero upstairs. That's all we need.
But he's gonna play hero downstairs in a second. Ow! Where'd he go? Oh, there. Really? Dead now, son. Okay, let's get pistols. Ah.
What the hell was that?
Oh, usually there's a guy up here.
Hold on here.
Oh, yeah.
Give me the detonator.
What are you talking about?
The detonator.
I thought you'd bring it.
You were supposed to bring it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they don't even like their own people. Hey, buddy.
What's up?
Ah, it didn't dive right. Hey, bud.
What the?
Oh god, that's gonna be a lot of guys. This could go really badly. Yeah, I'm pretty much dead. All my pills are gone, and I'm only down to... oh boy. Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, fellas. The police are on their way. New York's finest are gonna be here soon. So stick to the plan. We've got our own private exit route. In and out, do your thing. Wham bam, thank you, man.
You got it. Oh, he took off. You're not dead? Okay. I think there's a couple more guys in here, too. Let's use this. Okay, we got that guy. Okay, we got another guy over on this side. Ah! Alright, screw it. Let's do this. Whee! Yeah, one more. Well, about that bank robbery, guys. Probably not going to happen. Everybody's dead now. And let's go do this. Oh, this is funny.
We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking, and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor.
I love it. There's just some nice dark humor in there. I like it. Okay, so... we gotta hit... Let's see, what do we gotta hit? One of these panels that we gotta hit, and I forget which turn. Okay, so we get these, we gotta go in here.
The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
Okay, we got that. So... Okay, then that one opens, I see. And then over here, we don't really get anything, but you
The bank robber's score lay on the table.
Oh, yeah, okay, so look at this. We got a note on the table instead of having something that we're going to look at like in most games.
The bank robbers have been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine.
Okay, that one doesn't do a narration, but coming up here you will, I don't know if you'll see it in this video, but whoa, what happened to our frame rate? You will, like if it's a letter written by a gang member or somebody, you'll hear it being narrated. So, wow, I'm getting, must be the recording or something. I'm just getting really choppy frame rate for some reason. Okay, because I don't remember if there's any guys. Actually, yes, I think there is, but yeah, when we go up the stairs by the... So we got to go back up where those guys got in that argument with the detonator. We are going to bring the detonator, so we'll go back where we came. We'll go back up these stairs. Oh, that's gotta hurt like hell, though. Even staying alive, though. But just, oh yeah, I'm gonna look at this. Fling down the stairs, back head first. Oh man, that guy. I don't know, man. It's a video game, but wow, that's gotta hurt. All right, got the car alarm. No, interesting choice for their detonator sound.
Hold it! Max, Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack. I nearly shot you.
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue.
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
And up the stairs around the corner.
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's...
Yeah.
Alex?
It's Alex getting wasted.
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
So yeah, wife and kids got murdered. And now, we're going to be framed as a cop killer. So things just keep getting ready for, or getting better for our friend Max here. Okay, how much health do we have? Oh, I don't have any heal. Oh boy. I don't think there's any med kits around here either. So I gotta play really well. I gotta not... Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I think there is some in here. Yes. Ooh, thank you. Thank you for the drugs. And may as well save it. That way I don't screw it up.
Let's get the hell out of here.
We'll be fine. Just take it easy.
I'm allergic to sirens. We gotta get moving.
Shut up. Okay. What the
Kill this guy here. And why not kill that guy over there? And the guy behind the little ticket counter there. There we go. Boom. Huh. Nice, Oh, more health. Yay! Drugs are good. Okay, we get that. That's blocked off. Oh, wait, I think we gotta hit a button in here. There we go. And now, yeah, so we can go up this way. And there might be... Oh, no. Okay, there's the end of the first level. So I'll let you see the start of the second one. And then I'll show you a little bit
Alex
of where I
had
left
kept me
off.
relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes.
All right. So now we're framed, and now we got to go start basically taking down the whole crime organization one thug at a time.
Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing at Bogart, like I'd done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pain in the butt. Pain to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves, or you get some wino downstairs to come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk squad plan. Don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it?
God, that sounds... I
rhetorical questions.
remember his name.
Lupino ain't here, but he said bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me, and then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Alrighty, here we go.
Pain to the max. Junk squad thing. Gotta take them off.
And dive! Hey, buddy. And boom, dead. Alright, let's do it again. Gonna wish you hadn't done that. Wow, okay.
Marble City.
Trying too much to be cool. Not quite. Yeah, it's so touchy. You're still alive? Not anymore.
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
Okay, so now you'll hear the narration stuff, I think.
I had met Lupino only once. The gangster ran all his rackets through his right-hand man, Vinny Gagniti. Gagniti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer bunny. He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
The V deal goes down at your hotel. Jack's exact words, quote, Vinny, you're in charge of this one, unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through. Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead. Goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
A V deal meant added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
Bosses! Everything all right? Bosses! Joey, Virgilio!
Okay.
Right now? They're not answering.
I sure am.
Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta go in now. Bosses, we're coming in.
It's Payne.
And you're gonna be in pain too, sir. Oh, we're out of that gun, so now we're gonna bring out the old shotgun. Whee! Okay. Oh, before I go into where I saved, I think it's right around the corner in the next few rooms here. Just like Alan Wake and all their other games, they have these little gag TV shows in them. And there's some really dumb ones too. Let's see. Yes, there is some health in here. Don't mind if I do. Okay, what do we got here? I think there's a guy.
In his press conference today, the mayor stated that Valkyr represents a clear danger to New York and called for drastic actions to eliminate the problem. On today's top story, the Valkyr crisis worsens with the murder of DEA Special Agent Alex Balder. Special Agent Balder had been shot repeatedly from a point-blank range. The gunman has been identified as Max Payne. The noose is sure to tighten around this fugitive criminal as more NYPD units join the search to apprehend him.
I had just gotten my 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, about that. Oh yeah, this... Oh, shit. Okay, as long as I don't fly off the edge. Okay, let's do a save real fast.
Yeah, something's wrong with the bosses. Payne's there and they're not answering. Let's go already. Payne's gonna pay in space.
So now I'll show you the regular slow-mo here. Hi, guys. And I still got murdered. Okay. Yeah, that shotgun is just... It's so slow when there's multiple guys.
Let's go already.
Ah! Okay, that was some bad aim, but hey, we killed him in the end. Okay, so... We've got these druggies. Let's see. I think there's a guy... right down these stairs. Oops.
What the hell?
What the hell indeed. So yeah, basically you got our seedy motel rooms here. Oh, where'd you come from? Kinda wish you hadn't done that. Okay, whole bunch of thugs.
Previously on Lords and Ladies. Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord.
And now, an all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Acer Corporation.
Here's your little TV show. The Alan Wake one was actually pretty cool. I'm trying to remember what the heck it was called.
My lady.
My lord.
My lady, there is a matter
I
of
keep
great
wanting to call it
importance I
Wayward
must bring to your
Pines, but that was
attention.
actually a
My
real
lord,
series.
there is?
Indeed, my lady, there is indeed. From the very first moment we met,
The heck was it
upon that
called?
distant forest path, there has been sunlight in the autumn leaves, blazing like the colors
So
of your
dumb,
hair.
bad soap
Oh,
opera.
my lord, you should not speak so.
But my lady, I must.
My lord, no. I forbid you. This cannot be. This must not be.
But why, my love, why?
My lord,
It is too dreadful. Do not force me to speak the words.
My lady, I beg of you, I must know. I would rather die than not know.
Yes, my lord, we should both be dead, for this shame is too great for the living. My lord, I am your long-lost sister.
Enough of that nonsense. Let's see, I think one of the guys around the corner. Oh yeah, so you got these junkies.
V-head junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
So if you... they will shoot you. So I usually just take them out. But like, especially there'll be later on where there'll be junkies along with other enemies. And if you shoot an enemy, that will freak out the junkies. And then you basically got them. They'll pull out a gun and start going after you too.
There he is.
Oh. I was trying to see, because usually I thought... last time I think he commented on the cheesy show. Wreck the vending machine. Alright, so we died there. That's pretty much the game. Let me just, let's see. I'll show you where I originally left off before. So, that guy that you heard in the letter, yeah, I kind of just killed him. We just took him out, and now we're going on to his boss. And so now we got to enter this nightclub. And this level, if I remember correctly, was kind of tough because of all the, you know, crazy nightclubish effects going on, you know, all the lighting and lasers sort of thing. So it kind of made seeing some of the enemies and seeing some of that stuff a little bit hard. I want to say there was a way. Was there a way in here? Because I want to say there's some pills that I can grab. Yes. Okay. Let me see. What was in here? So I can open that. Oh! There's a dude in there. Ha ha ha. Okay. Okay, that totally did not go as planned. I did not know there was a guy in there. I want to look around just a bit, because I do want to try to get into the club. I can get in here. I thought there was some pills in one of these rooms. Can I open you? Okay. Well, that's good, but... because we can't get in here. Can't get in the main door, so we gotta go off to the side where I got wasted before. So let's go in there, and then we'll just save it here. Okay, so... oh! Yeah, how about that? You and your shotgun? Not gonna happen.
The book had never been a bestseller. Given the setting, I was surprised to find that somebody had been passing time reading. The paperback was entitled The Age of Murder and Storm. The blurb on the back mentioned Norse mythos and Ragnarok, the end of a Viking world with a terrible winter that covered the earth in ice, when vile crimes were rampant and all humanity lost. I could see how somebody impressionable might get it into their head that we were at the end of time. I was also beginning to see what the nightclub and its owner were all about.
Yeah, he's a nut job, all right. That's for dang sure. And let's see if there are any pills in here. Okay, I've got 2 pills left. All right, I have more pills. Yay!
There he is.
Okay, so yeah, now we're in the back of the. Oh God, that hurt a little. Where'd you go, dude? Oh, right into the fire. That's not good. That's not good. That's so not good. Oh, right into the fire. Okay, I think there's guys up on a balcony, too. That's the worst part. Oh, yeah. Guy chucking Molotovs down at me. Lovely. Come on, where are those pills? Pills. Oh, there they are. Okay. I thought they were on the table. Okay. Okay, we got him. F you in your... Okay, we got that guy.
What the?
Ah! Can I... See, I gotta remember where the heck I'm supposed to go here. Ow, ow, ow. You can just leave me alone, dude. I'm coming up there. Don't make me come up there. How do I get up there, actually? Where the hell are you? Oh, shit. That would be fire. So that guy's dead. Oh, up there. So yeah, like some of the stuff in the distance and just being able to do that really fast can be a little bit hard. And so now I'm almost dead again, and I need to go where exactly? Oh, here we go. Okay, here's, yeah, so let me, I'll save it. Ow! Okay. So I'll reload that later, but... So I'm out, and I just have my shotgun. Dead, okay. Oof. Where'd you go, buddy? Man. Yeah, I have no health. This is gonna be really bad. That guy really needs to die. Man. Okay, I used all my pills. Okay, both of those guys are dead. F him. Damn right. Okay, well, that actually didn't go horribly. I'm gonna duck over here and save now that I'm in a better situation. Except for the fact I don't have any pills anymore. So, hope to God I find one of those pretty soon. A couple of those, actually. At one time I was like, I think there's like a max of 7 or like 8 or 9 I think you can get. And I was maxed out there for a while, but yeah, so actually I thought there was more... I thought there was actually more lighting and stuff in there. Oh, okay. Hi, buddy. You're dead. Ow! Damn, you and your damn shotguns, man. That's supposed to be my gun.
Books on the occult had been piled on the table. The room was stacked with light reading, such as Necronomicon, Witchcraft, and Paradise Lost. Old exotic titles like Malleus Maleficarum and De Umbrarum Reini Novum Portus. Books with pentagrams on their covers, all dealing with the occult and the infernal, lying between stacks of horror videos and a couple of Ouija boards. The only thing I could take seriously was the thought of Lupino taking it seriously. He had been spending a lot of time getting intimate with the guy downstairs.
Alright, so let's finish this room real fast, see if there's any much needed health things that I can grab, any pills that I can grab, but that should give you a look at Max Payne. It was, like I said, this was originally a PC game. It got ported to the Xbox and possibly the PS2, but I don't remember. I don't remember if it made it to that or not. PC would definitely be the, oh yeah, that's the good stuff. And I'm almost, yeah, okay, I only got one pill. And I still have really garbage health, so when I do come back to this, it's gonna suck. But yeah, PC would definitely be the way to play this, although, like I said, you probably will have to do a little bit of extra work to get it running and all the audio to work properly, because a lot of the, especially the audio for the movies and the movies and just some of the, like the background music probably wouldn't be playing right now if if you were just playing the straight up Steam version. And there was Max Payne 2 and 3, Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, and Max Payne 3, which interestingly was not developed by Remedy. They had given the rights over to, or I'm not sure what the deal is, but Rockstar actually developed it. And I beat 1 and 2. I never did finish 3. 3 was actually really, I had a few more issues trying to see, like, that game was actually really hard. Some of the same things with the targeting and stuff like that, it was kind of hard to see, and like the guys would just kill you so fast that visually, low vision wise, I just had a hard time playing through 3. But yeah, the original though, I think still really holds up, and I think is still the best representation of the game, of the series. You know, we will not speak of that movie that came out God knows when, mid-late 2000s. I think I did see it. I couldn't tell you a thing that happened in it because that movie was hot garbage from what I remember. But yeah, if you want the story, just stick to the games. But that's Max Payne. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, mixer.com/BGFH, and illegally-cited.com. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll chat with you guys in the next one.